Nah, but I mean, we tend to be
No.
conscious and aware of a lot of things, and most things
I
even.
know.
You
But
want to act aloof.
Which is really to me
we want
kind
to be
of.
conveniently aloof.
But why?
Yeah, see, and that
Just
that's the problem.
because why be conveniently aloof? Because then it'll cause a problem, and then that's an unwanted,
She knows you're wise and smart.
unnecessary discussion with
Yeah.
your woman later. Just shut
Handle
the shit
it.
down. Shut it down.
I believe that,
Yeah.
and
But what?
99% of the time, I've been like, baby, don't do that.
Yeah. I mean,
But-
if some man is flirting with me and I'm out with my man, he's not the man who is flirting. It doesn't get any of my attention.
Exactly.
None of it.
None.
None. I
You will
would never
not-
do that to my
You
man.
will not. My man would not feel like. How does she behave when she's not with me?
Exactly.
You gonna know.
I
You
would
gonna
want
know
him
me.
to. I would want him to
I'm the
know.
same person.
Exactly. I would want him to have full
same
confidence. Kim would never.
Ever.
I get that, and I feel that way. But I mean, I honest, if I'm honest, I haven't always reacted in the best way.
Yeah, because
at
once
all
you make a
times.
person question your loyalty and question, like, I wonder what they would how
That's
they
something
act
you
when
can't
I'm
undo.
when I'm out of the house. That's right. You can never undo it.
Because you're not with the person
You can
more than
never
you're
undo
with
that.
the person.
Yes.
So it just leaves too much.
But I've gone out with a lot of women that are fully capable of defending themselves and have shut that person down.
No woman should have to defend herself when she's out with you. Like, so if I'm your girlfriend or I'm your date, and a woman is just like the server is consistently flirting with you, I shouldn't be the one to have to say something. You should say something.
I agree with you. But what I am saying is that there is a population out there of women that are not only fully capable of defending themselves, but enjoy doing it.
We don't want to be the person that's like, don't look at him. Don't talk to him.
That's my man.
Put the bill on the table. Walk away.
I get that part of it. And I mean, honestly, nobody should want to. But
Ever.
there
You
is
should handle it.
You should even put your woman in a situation.
99% of the time, I will, and I have, and I plan to in the future. But I have dated women that that enjoy defending themselves and
I
don't
just
want me to
can't
do that.
imagine.
I
that.
can't either.
They're looking for a confrontation. What? Who are you dating?
I
You
can't.
want names?
I can't even imagine because if I even think that I have to defend myself like that, that'll be your last time
Right,
going out
because
with
you
me.
don't make me feel safe. That is not a safe
Right.
place for
It
me.
is not.
And if I can make you feel comfortable and secure in this relationship, you should be able to do the same for me. I mean, am I worth that?
I get that, and I'm not saying that you are wrong. I mean, I agree with that, but I'm just merely pointing out the fact that there is a population that is their lane.
That they just ready to pop off.
Not necessarily. I mean, we're assuming
Oh,
that
my
it's
goodness.
that the response is on 10. The response can be muted, but effective. Hey, that's enough, or knock it off, or don't make me have to.
I just,
Y'all looking like it
I would
ain't no
imagine
way.
They over there wrapping
no
their hair in a
how,
bun,
like, putting
putting
Vaseline
Vaseline on their
you
face,
taking
know.
the earrings off.
Like,
yeah.
oh.
I just don't want to ever be put in a situation where I have
Me
to
either.
defend
Me
me
either.
when you're right there.
That played out with
That's
the Saints. I
crazy.
wish I would. No, never. That's never been my
wrong.
personality, and it never will be. And I can't be with another brother that is a serial cheater or that's going to make me think he is. I don't have it in me. I just can't do it. So you got to give me full comfort. You have to make me feel safe. And safe to me doesn't mean, like my physical being is safe. It means my heart is safe. It means that if somebody is flirting or being inappropriate with you, then I need to know that you're going to shut it down.
Absolutely. Shut it down and make me feel like if I wasn't there, it wasn't going to go any further.
That's right.
I need to know that too. But what about this? We're talking about if you're being flirted with. What if you're the flirter and you're in this relationship? Like, I don't want to be in a relationship with someone that I have to be sitting next to
Monitor.
and they're flirting with everybody that comes by. And I'm not saying you can't be
Flirting, looking.
yeah, eyes
gawking.
doing all of this.
Yeah.
But guys act like it hurts not to look.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with Like it causes them physical pain.
Yeah.
Like if I can't look, I'm just gonna die.
Right.
You know, it's okay to look like one time.
But to
Cause I'm
gawk,
gonna look one time.
because your eye naturally catches beauty.
Yeah, but we
That's
don't have
fine.
to follow the ass around the room.
Right. Do
Or
an
while I'm
exorcist,
talking,
an
I'm
exorcist
looking at
head
your
twist.
eye white.
A 360 head
Yeah,
twist.
that's wrong.
May I speak?
Big booties
Yeah.
are everywhere.
You may speak.
There are two ways that this happens. One, you know, I know couples that, you know, the wife will point it out, like, do you see that?
Yeah.
And they both get a nice gawk. And then, you know, I always love, like, the old school players. Because the old school players, you never know that it happened. They got a look and everything. They saw all of it, but they didn't, you know, they just were like, And it was quick. It was effective. It was easy.
That's what it needs to
You
be.
can do that.
Yeah.
All right.
But
But the head turn,
you can't
the
be
swivel?
you can't be disrespectful.
No.
But you're still a person. You're still a person that sees and feels and all of those other emotions. So you see all of the stimuli, but you can't be disrespectful. That's just wrong. And I mean, I know women that'll tell their husband, like, "Can you believe that?"
it's not gonna make for a good evening, a good trip, a good week.
Even the
Just
dinner
kill the
date
whole
is gonna
relationship.
the
We
dinner
It
the
can.
dinner date will it will sour the mood of the evening.
Because that kind of behavior is not a one-time shot. It's
No.
not going to be
No.
it's going to be an ongoing thing.
I have friends who they openly discuss it with each other. You know, is it real? You know, was that surgery? Was that this? Was
Well,
that
that's
this?
different. That's not necessarily flirting. That's just, that's a conversation about a BBL or what have you.
I get it, but I mean, it's I think you can't be disrespectful. That's my one takeaway. And to your earlier points, you have to be able to make your mate feel safe,
Absolutely.
and you have to let them know that man, if I'm gonna trust you with my heart, I need you to be able to trust you to be with you. And if somebody is disrespecting me, you're gonna protect me at all times.
Right.
And not make me look like a jackass out in the streets.
Right.
I mean, even though it may be harmless for the guy, because it's like, oh, I've always been a flirt, that's my personality. But if you're married or if you're in a committed relationship, everybody doesn't know that that's your personality. Everybody doesn't know that it's just for fun. They may take it like, oh, he was really trying to, push up on me. Now you got all this stuff out in the streets and I got to contend with it and people chitter-chattering behind my back. Not that I'm terribly overly concerned about what people are talking about, but when it's about my relationship, I want for it to be the way it looks, and it looked the way it is.
Is there a such thing as flirting on social media?
Oh, yes, there is. The whole, thank you, my queen, for posting the most beautiful picture that anyone ever on earth, even other planets, would ever see. Blah, 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 blah,
Other
blah, blah, blah,
planets.
blah. Right. Dude, he at 8 o'clock in the morning, he just on thirst. Thirst is on 10.
Oh,
and you
my
post
gosh.
something and, thank you, my beautiful Nubian queen.
Right.
You are the essence of what every beautiful woman should be.
I don't respond.
But it's flirting, though.
Yeah.
It's flirting. It's flirting.
That's
it's flirting.
a hard flirt. That's not even subtle. Like, that's a plea. That's begging. Almost.
But what if your boyfriend, not you, Gary, but what if your boyfriend was
You said, not you, Gary.
right? What if your boyfriend,
Your
what if your
mate.
mate was constantly loving someone else's pictures and not yours?
Don't be giving all
That's
my
a
good
conversation.
stuff away to somebody else, and
That's-
you can't
That's a
give it to me.
That's a conversation.
I need that attention.
Absolutely, and that's a conversation. And I'm at some point I'm gonna feel like why everything
That this person posts.
You
right.
love.
You love, and you can like the stuff all day long. You can comment.
You're like, I got 5 posts from 5 different days. You ain't even comment. You ain't like. You ain't love. You ain't care. You ain't cry. You ain't give me
So
thumbs
yeah,
down.
so
Yeah.
that's how I feel. You can't give, in real life or virtually, you can't give the attention that I should be receiving to someone else.
Yeah.
Well,
That's a no-no.
As it relates to social media, give me my attention in real life. You
That's
don't
a
have to
deal
like.
breaker.
You don't have to like my posts. You don't have to do all of that. But you also can't be loving somebody else's stuff.
I agree.
I don't need my ego stroked on social media.
Yeah.
I need you in real life to show me the meaning of what
But
your
if
love
they,
language is.
but if they're constantly stroking somebody's ego online and all on over that, you know, and having all this dialogue on their page, I think that's inappropriate.
I agree with you.
Yeah,
I do
it's
too.
inappropriate.
I definitely agree. I mean, that's not, you know, that's not acceptable.
No.
But that person doesn't. My mate doesn't have to give me. I don't have to be used as sort of a replacement energy for them. The energy that they were giving somebody else. You can do what you want to with it. Give me mine in real life, but you can't give somebody else that in social media or in real life.
Right. I agree.
I agree with that.